continuing video. Today we're going to take a look at the movesets that are now pushed into the game for the new Hisuian Pokemon again as well. Before we start into going it, they can all still change before they get released, but it looks like they are final, to be honest. Like, all of the movesets doesn't make a lot of sense, and there are some exciting in there which I didn't really expect, but most of them are really guessed correctly. As you're going to see here already on the screen, the Hisuian Growl is going to be available with Ember, Bite, Rock Slide, Crunch, and Flamethrower. Most likely the best moveset which it can learn anyway, so like I'm totally fine with this. Rock Slide, Crunch, and Ember are going to be the recommended moveset there. You're going to see also like how they're going to do in PvPoke later on, because it's something that basically only I can do on my channel. But we see here as well the Hisuian Arcanine, same there, basically has the best possible moveset. Has now Fire Fang, has Rock Slide, has Wild Charge, has Crunch, has Flamethrower. Depending on the meta, it's most likely going to be a variation of Snarl, Rock Slide, and Wild Charge, most likely. Sometimes Crunch, but I see like Wild Charge more often. I really hope that we someday gonna get something like Flare Blitz, which would be then basically a Fire type clone of Brave Bird. It would be really cool for Arcanine, to be honest. I hope we see this someday. For the Hisuian Quillfish here, we're going to see that it has Poison Sting, Poison Jab, as said before, Aqua Tail as predicted before, Sludge Bomb and Dark Pulse as predicted before, but also the Ice Beam and the Shadow Ball, which kind of makes it like kind of a wild guess. Like, this thing can have some more coverage. Usually you really wouldn't want to use this Pokemon because you already have like Drapion, and you already have Skuntank, you have a lot of those dark and poison types. But here you have like the uniqueness of having Aqua Tail, which is cool. You have the uniqueness of having Shadow Ball and Ice Beam, which is cool. So basically those make the difference. Also here, quest condition, win 10 raids. Interesting. Not really looking forward to it, to be honest, but yeah. Here is no quest condition for the Growlithe, but I'm definitely gonna try to showcase the Pokemon as soon as I can on the Wednesday. I might have to do 3 videos on the Wednesday, to be honest, so I can put them all into the Ultra League still, because we will not be able to use at least the Arcanine and the upcoming Sneasler in the Great League, because you have to trade them with like a lower level. You need a lower level version for those Pokemon to get there, and you have them currently locked into X, so it's going to be difficult to get those, or even in general obtain those, so it's going to be a little bit tough. Next up, we're going to have the Overquill here, has the same moveset. Also, again, going to be just a cheaper version for the Ultra League, otherwise it's basically the same, but looks cool. We see the Hisuian Sneasler, which is going to be really cool to use. I'm looking forward to use this one in the Hisuian Cup, as this has Poison Jab, has Aerial Ace, which nobody gonna use, but what I already said before, basically my moveset that I predicted was Poison Jab, Ice Punch, Close Combat. We get Poison Jab, Ice Punch, Close Combat. And we have the requirement to walk 7 km with this thing, 100 candy, daytime only. Should be actually pretty easy to achieve this, so I'm mostly gonna try to do this pretty fast as soon as I get one out of an egg. I'm just gonna literally walk the entire time on the Wednesday. But yeah, 7 kilometers doesn't look too bad. 100 candy, you can still use the normal Sneasler candy, you don't have to grind any candy for those. And here's the Pokemon I'm really looking forward to, and I want to try this out as soon as I can. The Hisuian, or like the normal, like the Sneasler, the evolution of Hisuian Sneasler, going to be amazing because it has Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw, Ice Punch, Close Combat, what a moveset. This Pokemon gonna be, it's very attack weighted as you can see here, but this thing gonna be such a good Pokemon to pressure stuff, because there's nothing that really wants to swap into you, unless they have like confusion users, which they don't really usually have. You can hit everything basically with this moveset. Even like against like stuff like, I don't know, flying types, you can still use Shadow Claw and Ice Punch to threaten those Pokemon. Against ground types, you still have Close Combat that completely nukes everything with the attack stat. I think this Pokemon gonna be amazing Pokemon for the safe swap, actually. Because it just pressures so much as a safe swap, that with Energy Lead from the Shadow Claw, it can do so much stuff. Like, you're gonna see it most likely on my channel anyway. Subscribe if you haven't. But this Pokemon gonna be amazing. And coming to the final Pokemon, gonna be the Hisuian Braviary, having a horrible moveset and will not be good whatsoever in the Go Battle League, but I already expected this as well before, so yep, we will see there. This will not be a decent Pokemon. It could have learned the Shadow Claw, that would be the only thing that really saved it. Here, I don't know what you even want to run, most likely something like Air Slash, Omni or Psychic, maybe Brave Bird as well. You have to see, but you don't want to run this Pokemon anyway. But yeah, let's get into how they are performing in the Great and in the Ultra League and in the Master League. Great League coming up. I don't have the Hisuian Pokemon here. I cannot even talk anymore because it's not really interesting for this league anyway. You won't be even actually able to use it from the raid day where you can encounter it. If you didn't know, we have on Sunday the raid day where you can actually get it in shiny as well. But you have to trade it with like lower level or whatever to actually use it then in the Great League. I'm going to try to do this afterwards, but mostly going to try to use it with like friendly battles in Ultra League prior. We have to see. But we will see here that those Pokemon are all in here and we can see what they can do. Growlithe gonna be the hardest answer here for the Registeel, hell yeah. But other than this, you're gonna see here Arcanine not gonna have a lot of play. It's just like, it just is the Pokemon usually that has an okay moveset. It's like okay stats or whatever, but it always does exactly not enough damage to KO something, and that's like always the problem with those Pokemon. Like you're gonna have a lot of neutral matchups, you're gonna have to, like, you're gonna be able to hit a lot of stuff with a Wild Charge, Rock Slide, but then at the end of the day, it's most of the time just not enough to KO something. So that's kind of tricky. The Hisuian Qwilfish also gonna be more like in restricted meta, same with Overqwil here. I don't think it's gonna be that good in this kind of meta, to be honest, but like, prove me wrong, maybe they're better in the upcoming metas, which I'm mostly going to take a look at it as well. But for now, we're going to take a look as well at the Hisuian Sneasler, and this is more the Pokemon that I'm kind of looking forward to. This line, Hisuian Sneasler, both kind of look really amazing. In Great League already, against Sneasler, you will not be able to get unless you hatch a 7km egg with an account that's below level 20. So, like, it's gonna be a little bit awkward to get this. So we have to see how someone gonna get this. I might actually be able to then just make a new account, get friends, get 7km eggs and try to hatch those. Might be stupid enough to do this, to be honest, but we have to see. But yeah, like, this is the only option to get this currently in Great League CP. But you see here like how good Hisuian Sneasler is and the Sneasler as well. Both of them are kind of core breaker for the Great League already, which is amazing. But if you not have the Sneasler yet, you can still use the Sneasler, which basically has the same moveset other than the Shadow Claw. But the Shadow Claw is kind of cool, so kind of awkward. Ultra League, I put now the Braviary in there at the bottom, Hisuian version. Other than this, like the same moveset as everything else before. And you see here, Overqwil and Hisuian Qwilfish, both like Hisuian Qwilfish would need to be fully XL. Overqwil is just a better version, so you don't need to XL the Hisuian Qwilfish, to be honest. But Overqwil looks kind of okay. Arcanine looks again like an Arcanine, can hard counter Talonflame, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really have anything to hit anything else hard. It even loses against a Trevenant, which is kind of funny, or against a Registeel. Maybe if you give him Flamethrower, it might be a little bit better instead of Wild Charge, but I'm not even sure if this would help him a lot. No, it has the double step, but at the end of the day, this Pokemon is actually a little bit better with this. Hell yeah, maybe you want to run the Flamethrower in this league at least. But yeah, other than this, you see here, Hisuian Sneasler would also need to be fully XL, but the Sneasler again looks really, really cool. Like, the Sneasler looks so cool. But yeah, Hisuian Sneasler also looks really cool. Like, I really kind of want to have both of them. I kind of need some more XL candy for the Hisuian Sneasler. And Braviary, at the end of the day, is basically like the third wheel of this all. You cannot really use this Pokemon. Going into the final thing, where I'm actually a little bit surprised. Master League. Master League, we only have 4 here right now, because the others are just so far away from the CP-wise. You see here, 3,100 for Hisuian Braviary. Again, will not be able to do anything. Arcanine, 3,555, 56. And we have the Overqwil, also not really that high, to be honest. And the Sneasler is the highest here with 3,643. And the moveset, again, gonna be able to do some nice damage in this kind of meta. You're gonna be able to beat even Dialga, you're gonna be even able to beat Melmetal, but this is more like a closer Pokemon in this kind of meta, because you kind of need the shields. You need the shields gone from your opponent, so you can hit those with your hard-hitting close combat. And yeah, like, I'm looking forward to the event now. If you can, like, we can definitely evolve, otherwise why would there be those requirements? But yeah, this looks like a pretty decent update, and I'm really looking forward to this line especially. Have to see how we're going to do this all, but yeah, thanks for watching, see you next video, have a great rest of your day, and bye!